Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Yeah, it works. Boy, my voice sounds different today. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. And Phoenix also says happy Sunday morning. Pockets is on her way. She's currently making her morning tea. She does not drink coffee. It is blood and leaves for Pockets. not blood and beans.
I did not say happy Sunday morning. I said happy morning Sunday.
Oh. I don't see the difference.
There is a lot of difference. Difference equal a lot.
Just gonna chill out and drink some coffee and wake up. If I have anything pertinent to say, I'll obviously go ahead and say it. If anybody happens to be here or stop in to say something and have any questions, by all means, go ahead and ask away. I love Sundays, at least the mornings. I mean, I love the whole day, actually, because Sundays are chill. Sundays are coffee in the morning and maybe some hiking if it's nice out.
No, not this weekend because you got sick because of the weather change because you made us go hiking the other day.
Pockets is braving my recent sickness on hiking in nature.
Everybody's immunity is down.
Never blame anything on hiking. Hiking is God. Only blame hiking for your happiness. You only blame hiking for your happiness.
It's healthy. It is.
It's healthy. And I'm also busted right now.
Anyways, I'm not even talking about hiking right now. I'm still waking up. Sipping my coffee. We're doing our live stream thing.
Yep, coffee. Waking up. I picked up the living room. You went to the bathroom magically. Everything. Whew. We had a living room again.
Anyway, welcome back to Blood and Beans chat. We're having a great day.
That way, well, no, or else the blankets would have been like all over. I wouldn't be able to sit here.
Yes, even I visit the little sociopath's room.
Everybody does.
Even you? Oh my God, I didn't know that. And I live with you.
You're a normal human being?
No, I'm a demigod. We've already established this.
Our demigods still have bladders.
I can't believe I'm tough. My Egyptian rigging's birth side is wisdom. Yours, I think is Anubis.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's a funny word.
My birth sign is Anubis, then I'm pretty happy about that.
Your natural one is Aries. Well, Greek.
I know that. I know I'm an Aries.
So.
I'm out of the
An Aries married to a Scorpio. Fun time. It's because astrologically we don't go together. We butt heads.
I know.
You still butt heads.
Thanks, Shark.
Welcome.
Little shit.
Oh no, you've been exposed on the internet.
Oh, yes.
No,
but yes,
That's
nobody
every
can
single
see me
married
kick you in the
couple
face.
Don't look now, my humanity is showing.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry, actually.
No.
Sorry, we had a bit of a technical malfunction there, but we are back and we are live and bantering back and forth. If anybody has anything to say, questions to pose, I'm wondering if the live chat is working. I think it's working. I should type something.
Type the words.
Type
God.
Type the words.
Type the words.
I've
of
been
Jesus.
told
Type the
to
words.
type the
God.
words.
Type the words of words.
Yep, words work. Okay.
We know how to speak here.
Well, sometimes the live chat freezes.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Thank you, YouTube.
Well, you keep everybody up late, so they're all probably,
I
still
don't
recovering.
keep people up late.
Well, not everybody that goes to like,
I know,
this
it's all
channel
on
is
the
on
same
Discord.
time zone. I know that.
No,
I'm
it's
not
on the-
stupid.
Is on the Discord. I didn't say that.
Come on, you can do it. That's not working.
For some reason, I have the Adventure Time theme song stuck in my head.
I hate that show.
I love that show.
You don't like Adventure Time?
No, I think it's stupid.
I love Adventure Time.
I'm sorry,
Hey, Fearsome, how are you?
I'm sorry. I
Thank you for
Fraggle Rock.
checking to see if the live chat works.
Hello, Pearson.
Pockets also says hello.
I say hello to.
Oh, look, I
And
found a spectacle on the wall.
the child says hello.
Phoenix says, quote, hello, quote.
These are mine.
I was just using them. That's all.
No, I'm kidding. Here. Because it's the fresh tobacco.
Anyway,
Mm.
what are you doing?
Checking out some horror news.
What?
Why?
Yeah,
Let's see
why?
if anything pops up that looked interesting to talk about. That's what I do.
We should talk
I
about
actually watched
FNAF.
the new Harley Quinn movie. I actually liked it. You're a little drunken Scottish guy. I mean, I'm Scottish too, but I think he needs to drink maybe a little bit more and maybe smoke a joint when he watches it, because I actually think it's kind of neat.
I think we should talk
It fell out of the sky once,
once.
but it was a big fall. Like, oh, he's gonna do the superhero landing, and he's got the indent.
Well, I'm certainly not here to bash any other YouTubers, especially ones with millions of subscribers.
That's how
But-
you get canceled, Mother.
But
I loved it.
I could see exactly what he was talking about, and I'm glad that you liked it. But I did not.
What's your man? It was
Okay.
all women fighting and kicking ass.
There's no gender. That's what my problem was.
Yeah,
Yep, that was it.
everybody. So
Morning, Paul. How are you?
I love Harley Quinn. She's my kind of crazy.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not telling you you can't. You can like whatever it is that you want to like. That is the freedom that is America.
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 At
Don't take-
least I
don't
know
take
proper
voting, guys.
dictation, and I only
Freedom
have
of
6
read.
teeth.
Freedom of free.
Because he lives in America. It's freedom of American speech.
My God, no. Soon you're going to sound like great grandma and say, specifically. Like, no, grandma.
Pacific
It's
Oceans.
specifically. It's not pacifically.
No, it's specifically.
Well,
No,
I can see
I'm gonna
specifically.
start saying that just to annoy
She
you.
had such a hard time because she had a top plate. She said specifically her top plate would pop out. It was hilarious.
Oh yes. Okay.
Grandparents are awesome. You have to admit.
Sure. Look at those cats staring out the window at nothing. I think Job is just trying to figure out what phase. he's
First
looking
time
at.
I watched a rated R movie, it was with my grandpa.
No worries, Fearsome. I'm glad you were able just to pop in and say hello. I understand it is Sunday and it is the morning and people are getting busy and getting ready to do stuff and whatnot.
Okay,
So
thank
I
you.
appreciate the drop in for sure.
I'm
Have a fantastic day and be safe.
We have to thaw bacon.
There's nothing wrong with thawing bacon.
We're having bacon and
Absolutely
hash
love
and eggs.
Bacon. Bacon is amazing.
Yep.
I love
Well, that's
bacon.
why you're gonna cook it.
Bacon is hog. Bacon is hoggers. It's hog. It is God. I hope you like my poem. My
Nope.
poem is the poem. Yes, poem. Ah. Awkward silence.
No awkward silence.
It's very
It's
awkward.
Sunday morning chill.
It's Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning coffee
Did
time.
you get me the very heavy glass ashtray right over there? It's right there. And your mouth is orange.
I know my mouth is orange. I just ate beefaroni. It's perfect for the show because it kind of looks like blood.
Our little vampire got breakfast.
Well, it doesn't really work if there's no video.
Next time, only eat the noodles. Okay, and then we'll get a picture of you slurping the red sauce.
No, because then the red sauce will have meat in it. And I don't think
You licked the
unless
bowl.
that person had like their skin in their blood, and if so, they had they need
That's
help.
not good.
Yeah, they should probably go to the doctor. It's a good thing they killed him. But
You should go to the doctor. It's a good thing you killed him. Your tobacco, my tobacco. You have a lighter. I have a lighter.
you know what I have? Air.
What do you have?
I have air in a burrito blanket.
There's nothing wrong with that. That burrito blanket is cool. I like it.
It's round.
It's a tortilla shell blanket, and it's amazing.
There was this one and a pizza one.
No, I'd rather be a burrito.
Yeah. Because, like, if you're rolled up in a pizza, what even is that?
A
No.
pizza roll?
No. A hot pocket.
a hot pocket.
No, that's if mom rolled up in it. It'd be a hot pocket. What? You're hot in your pockets and you'd be rolled up in a pizza.
See, but then if we put her in the oven, she'd
Hot
really be a
pockets.
hot pocket. Like, just
You
shove her in
know,
the oven.
That's
There you
better
go.
than being called chicken tonight.
No.
I was in
I know.
school and all the kids made fun of my long, long legs.
Yeah, I know.
They do the chicken motion at me too. It's like, fine, I'll just outrun your ass
I like chickens.
and beat the shit out of you.
I love
Most
chickens.
most people like chickens and most people like
You know what I
girls with
like?
long legs. So I don't really see the bad thing.
You know what I like?
I got
Hey.
put in a garbage can
I like
head first.
bees. Bees are
I want some
amazing.
beefaroni. Well, there's nothing wrong with beefaroni for Sunday mornings. I think
Dude,
it's
I used to eat
brunch
chocolate
time.
cake. Okay, anything goes for breakfast. I used to eat Chinese, Glumpkies, pepperoni
They're
chicken,
not called lunkies. They're called stuffed
American
packages.
spaghetti. If y'all don't know what American spaghetti is, I will tell you. You will love it if you make it.
And then she doesn't tell you. Wow, mother.
I will tell a select few in a DM. How's that? Because it's like a family recipe.
Kinda. Even though it's American spaghetti.
Well, my grandpa taught me how to make it. Linguine and white clam sauce, that is good for breakfast because that stuff is always good, better the next day. If you know how to cook. I have run into many of the people that don't know what the word spices are.
You know what I hate? I hate ketchup. With a
That
passion.
is the oddest thing to hate.
Ketchup is like lemonade, but with tomatoes.
Which sister of yours doesn't like chocolate?
None of us.
I thought that was Monica really big on chocolate.
I was the one that's not big on chocolate,
No,
but
okay.
I don't not like chocolate. I like chocolate. It's good. It just murders my insides.
Sabrina takes after great grandma. She loves Kitty, but of course, great grandma used to bribe her into her room and give her, the big bars of chocolate.
Yeah, like the ones that everybody says are really big, even though they're not that big.
Yeah, she used to give her like one of them a day.
That's how you get diabetes.
Not Sabrina.
Huh. Stephen King put in his 2 cents apparently last year. I didn't know. He has ideas for a new Friday the 13th
Yes,
movie.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Don't.
Never stop.
Because I watched an interview and oh god, it just sounds like he's talking through his ass. It's like Jason is the lamp.
No.
Okay, I'm
Jason's
sorry,
not a
Jason
lamp.
is the lamp. It's bad.
Jason's not a lamp.
Yes, definitely gotta have spices. Garlic powder, onion powder, and
Cocaine
salt
powder.
and salt. No,
Powders.
salt and pepper is a must. That basic ingredients.
You
Give
put
your
salt
life
in
some flavor.
Like,
Yeah.
Don't live life in the bland.
Do yourself a flavor.
wait, would sugar count as like a
Yes,
seasoning? Because sugar is in everything, like literally almost everything.
It is.
There's very few things like without sugar. Because there's glucose, which is a type
I
of
know,
sugar
why
that
do you-
comes from plants.
Meadow
So-
was like so happy. I gave her those.
I have one.
Oh yeah, I gave her those peach rings. She's like, I love them. Now I had to find more for her.
I hated them.
Well, she has
just fell over.
diabetes.
See, that scares me. Stephen King having an idea for the next Friday the 13th movie.
This fortune cookie is telling me to
That's why I
live
hope they
in-
just leave it alone now.
I mean,
Just leave it alone. At least
And-
the old timeline.
before that, I mean, they said that he was working on a new movie idea, and I was like, oh, okay. But
I'd
they
be-
didn't really realize. They didn't say what it was, and then they said what it was. I was like, oh no.
I'm not a big fan of like a lot of the movies adaptions of Stephen King's. Like
Me
some of
neither.
them are good. Don't get me wrong. Let's see. Silver Bullet. I absolutely
You love that movie.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely love Silver Bullet. It, Pet
I like
Sematary.
that movie. I like that
Um,
movie.
Like Dreamcatcher though. Like I was
That
not.
was. I mean,
big fan.
I'll watch it once or twice, but it's
Mm.
just for a watch.
I watched it once all the way through. I mean, I've seen it because you've put it on, but like, I only have a desire to watch that movie one time. Like I watched it.
We watch it once
it
a
was
year.
me.
It's a once a year movie.
I'm good with Mr. Gray. Like,
And
what
no,
are you
it's
doing?
the gay.
I understand.
It's Duddits.
I understand that. And
Duddits is an alien.
I
And
know.
nobody knew it.
I know. And
Except for his mom.
I watched
That's
that.
why she said, go and save the world.
Mhm.
And I can't do the arms up thing because my shoulder's busted. Don't worry, no, he did not beat me up. But that's why she did that. She's never going to see him again.
I know. That's why I watched the movie once.
And he said, but he also
Nothing
whispered to him,
nothing you're saying
one-
is telling me like the
one-
merits of the movie.
one worm. One worm will kill the world.
See, when you try to do too much in a movie,
In such a short period of time.
it's doesn't work out well. It doesn't. It's the ideas and stuff can get
And Whoosie Watts was
messed
even did
together.
that.
Things don't congeal well, and when you add in horror and sci-fi and fantasy, and it gets too mucky. And
I like
don't know.
sci-fi and horror. I think they can put those two
sci-fi
things
and
together
horror are
and
basically
be fine.
sci-fi and horror. They go together just fine. There's
They're
nothing
not
wrong
the
with
same
that.
thing, so don't even go there because you're gonna be stepping.
Didn't say they were the same thing, but they're very, very close.
Yes, they are.
One deals with scientific fantastical aspects of things,
I
and
mean,
one
shit,
deals with non-scientific
Who wouldn't be
paranormal
scared
aspects of
of
things.
a
And
two-mouthed
even
alien,
that is kind of a
a
little bit
xenomorph.
too, because not all horror is paranormal.
I
So
know.
sci-fi and horror,
I-
horror
which
is in
I
the
love.
unknown. Horror is in
I-
the unknown. Science fiction,
I like my
is-
paranormal,
the exploration of
Movies.
the unknown. So
not the paranormal activity movies,
To
but like
combine-
ghosts and things like that.
to combine those two is they very much are the
We
same
definitely
thing.
need to go on a ghost hunt this year.
They're different branches of the same tree. Sci-fi and horror are basically the same thing, and I get where fantasy can be worked into that as well.
Just a little bit. If you put too much in, then you fuck it up.
But
Oh, excuse my language.
pick a genre.
I mean,
Pick a direction. Hey, CJ, how are you? Good morning, Somber. How are you?
hi, Somber.
Good morning, Suttons. Absolutely. See, I agree with Paul. The first Alien movie was a great
Yes,
sci-fi
it was.
horror movie. That's a prime
Dude, I
example
saw
of
that as a
sci-fi
kid
horror.
with my
Done
cousin
well.
Rick. My cousin Rick introduced me to those movies, and I love them from when I saw them little.
Morning, Manny. How are you? I'm sorry you're having issues with your laptop, man. That's not good. I hope they get better. I hate laptop issues. I hate
They
all
didn't
PC
mix
issues. I
fantasy,
kind
though.
of suck at them because I'm not a computer guy.
Yeah, oh, what are you talking about? If I'm having problems with my cell phone, all you have to do is touch it and it works.
I'm not.
You're like I'm a genie.
I know how to do some things, but I'm not like a computer expert.
Like me, I don't even know how to do a freaking. I don't even know what it's called. Email. I can't even email. I know, it's sad. My dad could email.
Aliens was, yes, very much an example of sci-fi horror.
With no fantasy.
Done right. And I would argue that no, there is even touches of fantasy in it because
yeah, but not
horror,
I'd say not over
because
overboard.
Sci-fi is an extension of fantasy. So is horror. They're both an extension of fantasy. Like I said, they're branches of the same tree. I would kind of argue that fantasy is the tree.
Sci-fi just got their own genre. I mean, just like a decade ago. Like to look through stuff.
Mm-hmm. But still, they're a branch of the same tree with fantasy, I think, because science fiction and horror are both born of fantasy. That's where they both kind of come from. You couldn't have fiction without it.
Okay, I want to see you make Sword of the Stone a horror.
You could very easily make Sword of the Stone a horror movie. That's
you take the sword out and the rock tries to eat you.
You could do anything with that with magic creatures and things being transformed into other things, and I could make a horror movie out of that simple. The only reason why that movie wasn't horrific is because it was done in a way that showcased the fantasy aspect of it. And I think that's maybe where some of those other movies kind of go awry, is they're showcasing. You can have all those elements in a movie, but you need to stay focused and showcase one. Otherwise, like I said, everything becomes muddled. You're getting fantasy focus and whimsical comedy in your horror movie, which was the focus 20 minutes ago. Like Aliens was definitely a sci-fi horror movie, but it focused on horror. Not even the science fiction aspects of it. Focused on horror.
Do you know why? Because they bypassed the science fiction of it because, okay, now they already know.
I have not seen the Resident Evil Village demo gameplay. I heard that Resident Evil 4 is coming to the Oculus Quest 2 exclusively, and considering I have a Quest 1, I can't get it.
I hate that I get motion sickness.
But that's cool. That'll be a fun game to play in VR. I know that. I've seen both Dog Soldiers and The Descent. The Descent was meh.
The Descent was okay, but yeah.
I've seen other Lost in a Cave movies that were way more suspenseful and actually had scary looking monsters and stuff like that.
What's the one with the blind sharks?
Cave? That was not good.
What was it? 47 meters down or something?
Yeah.
I actually like that. I mean, I would be scared to death. Great white sharks that are blind that only respond to sound.
It was The Descent, but with sharks. The Descent was creatures, blind humans, pale blind humans crawling through caves, and they could only kill you through sound. So then we're going to come out with 47 meters down too, with sharks trapped in a cave, white and blind, and can only kill you through sound.
They're great whites. And you make a sound and you stir up the muck, you can't see where that fucking thing's coming from. I want to go free diving.
That movie was ridiculous.
I do.
That's great. I guarantee you 48 meters down isn't going to end up happening. I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen.
I'll be like, you guys get me on a rope, okay? You make sure all of you pull me back up on the boat if that thing tries to eat me.
47 meters down was at least plausible. It was a plausible movie. 48 meters down or whatever was dumb.
As soon as I saw 47 meters down, I'd be like, okay, I'm willing to do that, but I'm going to be checking all the rigging myself. I'm going to be checking the crane. I'm going to be checking the wire. I am not getting stuck down there. Nope. That's my biggest fear. That's why
Dog Soldiers? Dog Soldiers. I don't think Pockets has seen it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has, but she probably doesn't remember it. We've only seen it once. I've seen it a few times. It was a decent movie. Again, though, like as far as werewolf movie goes, like it's not my favorite werewolf movie.
What one?
Dog Soldiers.
Oh no, I've never seen that actually. Because I would remember.
Silver Bullet is an amazing werewolf
movies.
Story. Movie. It's story first. That's a Stephen King.
I'm sorry,
story.
I am all for the black and white werewolf movie, the original.
Yeah, it's called The Wolfman.
Yes, thank you. But I know Silver Bullet is a very good
And The
movie.
Howling. That's my other really, really like if I had a choice to watch Dog Soldiers or The Howling, it's always been
The Howling.
The Howling. The Howling is
Not The Howling Part 2.
Again, certain tastes. I'm not a big fan of The Howling Part 2. The fourth one.
From the start.
The fourth one's really good. I liked the fourth one.
I'm glad you made me watch that one.
And then there was The Howling Reborn. That one wasn't too bad. Yes. Blind sharks attacking through sound. Stuck in a cave system. Gone blind and albino.
They're not albino. You could tell they're not albino.
Well, whatever. They're pale.
And of course, yes, they hear through sound. If one sense is taken away, then all other senses become heightened. Vibration, sound.
No one's arguing
anything like that.
with you.
I know that, but that's why they came to be the way they came to be.
And I'm saying the movie came to be as a direct ripoff of The Descent with sharks.
Well, somebody knocks something down. That's how they got through the cave.
It doesn't matter how it happened. Writers can do whatever they want. I'm saying the movie itself was a direct ripoff of The Descent with sharks. That's all it is The Descent with sharks.
And you don't have to bathe in blood, though.
There's plenty of scenes in that movie where they're swimming through blood-filled water, and which is basically the same thing. The movie is The Descent.
I'm saying like to get away from them and hide.
The Descent is sharks. That's all it is. It was ridiculous.
I liked it.
I know
you
you
can
did.
tell.
The first Howling, yes, is absolutely fantastic, Paul. I agree. It's a classic. By the way, Somber, that flash drive is on its way. And The Howling is on there.
I'll be happy about that.
But yes, basically, I mean, I would say watch this or watch that. But everything that was sent to you is watch it. So just watch them all.
Get you up to date.
American Werewolf in London.
London, yes.
That was my very first horror movie. That probably is my favorite werewolf movie. Is actually American Werewolf in London, not American Werewolf in Paris.
I know. I don't know why I said Paris.
Because it's the second one.
It's morning and I'm stoned.
And
what? I'm allowed to say that.
I know. It's legal now.
Screw that. It doesn't matter.
But no, American Wolf in Paris was not a good movie. It wasn't.
No, I found that very strange.
It was computer generated werewolves back when
I was like
computer generated like freaking CGI was bad.
Yeah, and I'm normally like I said,
CGI.
I like werewolf movies, and I was like, really?
It's I was not happy.
It left me scratching my head.
Blood Monkey? I don't think so. I've seen Monkey Shines. I love that movie. And I don't think I've seen Maneater. No.
Have I seen Monkey Shines?
Roger Corman movies. I don't. Who's Roger Corman? I guess would be my next question. I'm going to the internet.
To the internet. My hair is still wet.
Piranha wasn't bad.
Oh, I thought
But
that
those
was,
are the older
I
ones.
thought that was silly.
I haven't seen. I think I've seen parts of Sharktopus. Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader. That I've seen. The Mask of the Red Death with Vincent Price. That's a great.
That's a good
That's a
movie.
great movie. See, I've seen some.
I love Vincent Price. I do. I love Vincent Price. I think he's awesome.
I know you do.
Awesome actor.
In fact, I would go to argue that if Jamie Lee Curtis is the Scream Queen, then Vincent Price is the Scream King.
Yup. Very much so. The way he narrated Thriller, I mean, that was just epic. And that was like, I think the last thing
Did
he
you
ever
just
did.
say that he did good with a music video?
A music video? It's like almost half an hour.
Listen, I understand it's a music video. Half an hour or not, it's a music video.
And
it's
it
glorified
still
and
has
it's beautiful
won
and it's a masterpiece. But it's
the
not
number
what
one
I remember.
Halloween music
It's not
video.
what I remember Vincent Price for.
Oh, that's not what I remember him for either. I'm just saying that's like one. That's I believe that is one of the last things he's done.
Comedy horror? It depends on the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the ones you've listed there. Zombieland.
Zombieland is awesome.
Is fantastic.
I
And Zombieland 2 was okay. As far as zombie movies go,
thought it was great.
Was all right. Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love that movie. That's a haramedy. The scary movies were a little, I don't know. The first two were all right. Beyond that, I really stopped enjoying them quite as much.
I couldn't take it.
Some haramedies are done well. Like Zombieland is that's a great example.
Yes.
It's an absolutely fantastic example.
Remember Limber Up? Don't forget about the little
Teeth.
things.
Yes, I have seen Teeth. Pockets has not.
I stay away from Teeth. I don't even like the dentist movie, okay?
No, it's not.
I have no.
She doesn't remember what it's about right now. But yeah, I've seen it. And yes, that movie was way out there. My coworker ended up watching that, not on my recommendation or anything like that, but ended up watching it like a year ago. And he's like, "Have you seen Teeth? That movie was really freaking weird. I didn't like it. That was stupid." And I'm like, "I've seen it. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a little out there, but definitely liked it better than, you guys seen Dead Girl? If you guys haven't seen Dead Girl, check that one out. That movie's really messed up. One of those types of movies, like I won't even like write a story that mimics that movie. Like uses a similar plot line. Like, nah, dude, that's twisted. So interesting though. Maybe I would.
No.
Well, I kind of have.
I wouldn't.
I kind of already did.
Well, yeah, you did.
So,
but I mean, to go any further, I would not let you. I would not.
I could no part 2.
Ew. Yeah. All dried up. Just stop. Just thinking about it. No.
I did not. But I'm really glad that they ended up going with Donald Pleasance. Thank you. Can't believe I had problems spitting that out. Donald Pleasance. He is a really well-known actor too at the time. So to have him in a movie like Halloween really helped sell Halloween, which is what really kind of pushed the horror genre. Kind of started with that, and I believe was really solidified when Friday the 13th came out 2 years later, and just cashed in on all that hype and made the slasher genre what it is. And the 80s was like so full of slasher movies because of it. And That's awesome because that's my favorite subgenre. It's the
I
slasher.
believe on Tubi or Hulu there is
In
80s binge.
in one movie, like in one sense or another, I've seen bears involved in horror movies, but not too many strictly about bears. Grizzly was one. I think that one is specifically about a grizzly bear, but I think that's based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken. And I wouldn't really consider that a horror movie. I'd really more consider that like real life thriller.
Yep, real life drama.
Um, yeah.
Hmm.
Unlike Frozen. Frozen is again
I'll never go on a ski lift.
suspense horror,
I will never go on a ski lift. Oh my god.
thriller
no.
horror. That's a good movie though, by Adam Green, the dude that made Hatchet. You guys got it.
It was good. It was good, but it's no ski lift for me. No. Fuck you guys. I'll take the bunny trail. I will hop myself up.
It's not how you go up the bunny
I
slope.
know. I know.
There's no bunny trail up the mountain. This isn't Peter Cottontail skiing.
I know. I got you to laugh though.
What movie was it? There was a movie, I can't remember the name. It's about this like glowy area on the planet, and every team that goes into it has never come back. And this team, I believe Sandra Bullock is in the movie. God, what the hell is the name? She goes in, and all like the plants are different. People like they turn into plant
Avatar.
things. Wasn't Avatar. People turn into like these like almost like human looking trees that grow flowers. There is a bear in it, which is basically augmenting itself due to this whatever is changing this portion of the planet, and is growing an exoskeleton, and it screams like a baby or like a person being. Oh, that's right. It mimics the sounds of things that it hears. It can mimic things. So this bear with an exoskeleton is screaming like a person that's being torn apart because it's the last thing it heard. Like
It probably did it.
Well, that's the implication is yes, that it did it. That, I don't know. Parts of that movie, yes, thank you, Annihilation with Anne Hathaway, not Sandra Bullock. Thank you. Anne Hathaway was in it? I didn't know Anne Hathaway was in that movie.
Anne Hathaway's done a lot.
No, Natalie Portman. Thank you. That's what it was. It was Natalie Portman that was in it. But yes, wasn't Sandra Bullock, wasn't Anne Hathaway. It was Natalie Portman. It was Padme. Padme was in it. That movie was strange. There were parts of it like I didn't like. I didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, but there were parts of it that I did enjoy. That did genuinely, like, wow, that's really messed up. And that was, again, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, and had a zombie-type grizzly in it. So, wow, it really, really wraps that whole conversation up in a nutshell. Good morning, Frank. How are you?
Oh,
Happy Sunday.
He's gonna lose his clothes.
We've lost pockets to Lucifer.
Ouch! No. Sorry, they're gonna have the sit-in. The guy's father who let Lucifer have Lux died. So Lux went to his son.
Yeah, so Wendigo Bear with a shell. Interesting.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Annihilation, like, I don't know, maybe on my next flash drive, I'll throw that on there. It's definitely worth a one-time watch.
It kind of reminded me.
Starship Troopers. This is what I enjoyed about Starship Troopers.
I like that movie.
And I don't know what anybody else's like opinion on it was or whatever. But if anybody else really noticed it or anything, every movie up until Starship Troopers was heavily censored by the FCC. Like, there's a ton of footage that was cut out of Friday the 13th Part 7. There's tons of footage that was cut out of Friday the 13th Part 2. There's they were very, very heavily censored and made people cut out gore and blood and stuff like that. Then Starship Troopers came out in the
Close.
early 90s, and there was people being torn apart, and there were legs everywhere, and people being decapitated, and after that, after Starship Troopers, things started to be able to be much more bloody and whatnot on screen.
Because
Go ahead.
it made more money, number one. And
But how
number
did
two,
but it was allowed.
that's like a sci-fi movie.
Yes,
And
sci-fi, which bridged into horror.
Look at-
I know
look
that.
at what
That's the
Aliens
only
did.
reason they let it out.
Aliens was gory too.
No, they cut a lot of footage out of Aliens.
Ow. I know they cut a lot of footage. I've
Because
seen the extended.
because it was too long and it was too this and too that, and they made them cut a lot of footage out of it. Starship Troopers, because it was a sci-fi movie, it set precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Just like court
It
systems.
opened up a lot of
Just
doors.
like court systems and courts set precedent.
Yeah,
It set precedent. So for the next movie that came out, it could recall that and be like, well, look at this. So that's the main reason I like Starship Troopers.
It opened a lot of doors to a lot of genres, actually, not just horror and fantasy.
Okay,
and
mid-90s.
sci-fi. Okay, it's like Mozart. It gave birth to a whole bunch of music.
I wouldn't compare Starship Troopers to Mozart.
You know what I mean.
Like, let's not do that. It was an okay movie, which does not hold up today. Definitely could use a remake.
They're thinking of doing that.
Good. Could use it.
Reboot.
And hopefully they make it.
Reboot.
And hopefully they make it a little less campy. A little less. Not a lot.
Yeah.
And a little more dark.
I liked Starship Troopers 2.
I didn't.
I thought it was kind of creepy.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was more sinister. They got into your head.
Yes, Sandra Bullock was in Bird Box. That's probably why I got those confused, Manny, actually, because I believe I watched those movies around the same time period.
What's Bird Box?
We saw it a long time ago. I'd actually have to look it up now. I don't even really remember the plot.
What? It's Klingon. I'm sorry. This Lucifer is funny.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. You like Lucifer.
He's funny.
If you say so. It's okay. The show's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not terrible either.
I know that. It's no Supernatural.
No, I watch that. I'm gonna be putting that on later.
A space fleet with classical musicians at the helm would be interesting. Now that
You had that in Star Wars.
no, with classical musicians at the helm?
They're not there, but the orchestra's in the background.
No, literally like a spaceship helmed by Beethoven and Mozart. Like, that'd be awesome.
Spaceballs too.
I'd watch that. That'd be a great movie.
We could do that. Spaceballs. They could work that into Spaceballs.
I like
too.
this idea, Somber. We should run with it.
Run with it and mail it to Mel Brooks before he dies. Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to write a script and send it to Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks is awesome.
He is awesome. I agree.
He is one of the greats. He's right up there with Betty fucking White.
There's like okay, so you got it now. There's like a 30-second delay. So when you say what, I have no idea what what particular topic you're talking about, because Pockets and I apparently run through topics pretty quickly.
I'm attention deficit. Be nice.
Everybody is nice to you.
I'm talking to you.
I'm nice to you.
And it's like, ooh, something shiny.
E3's coming back this year. Nintendo's going to be at E3. It's all digital, but Nintendo's going to be there, which is cool.
Of course it's going to be all digital. Everything's going to be all digital. You're not scratching the itch. You're scratching my floor. Knock it off. Thank you.
I'll get to work. All right. Start it up, man. This will be one hell of a freaking space fantasy. Ooh, classical composers. What the hell? Bach, get me your readout.
That's not right. One of them was deaf.
Yeah. I believe it was Beethoven that was deaf.
My personal favorite was Tchaikovsky.
Believe. It's either Beethoven or Mozart. I think it was Beethoven. Oh. Where Elise is my favorite classical song, and that's by Beethoven.
I can play that in the clarinet.
Star Wars is not run by musicians. She's just talking about the composers because everything's orchestrated for Star Wars. They have an orchestra.
For everything. For everything.
It's because it's an epic space drama.
I know. I like it.
Star Wars is amazing.
I know. I had to play some of the songs in band.
You know, at some point, two of my friends, I'm not going to say which two, but I know two of my friends were working on a Godzilla meets Star Wars universe fan fiction story, and they stopped working on it. And I know your reaction is no, but I was really interested in that.
Say what you want about Jesus, but leave Godzilla alone.
I was really interested in a Godzilla meets Star Wars fan fiction story. Like, if somebody else wants to restart that or something, like please get that done, because that just sounded amazing. I was all hyped for it.
No. Oh God, I'm going to tear my eyes out.
Yes, Beethoven in charge of comms, exactly. What? Speak up. What? He's not using sign language, sir.
My dog knows sign language.
Put him on screen.
That was funny. Mental picture.
Oh, man. Yeah, we have some funny stories around here for sure. Yeah, Force choke the giant lizard. I don't think that would work. I don't think Jedi powers would work on Godzilla because he's too sentient. I think the Jedi mind tricks would not work on him. He's too sentient.
He's just radioactive. He's been here before us.
I don't think you know what sentient means. It's intelligent, conscious of self.
He knows when to use his laser.
You don't think Godzilla realizes he exists? I think Godzilla is very smart. I think Godzilla recognizes people's technology and what they're doing, and if they start destroying the planet too much, he gets pissed off because he's very observant and very intelligent.
I think he would be pissed off. Anyway,
you can see it like in the new movies. In his eyes, they made him intelligent. Like,
well, they've been bombing him for what?
It's not just bombing him, but like he's smart. He's smart enough to look at an individual person. I think that's my parents calling. I'm gonna have to call them back. Yeah.
The first one was okay. Did not show.
Good morning, Kim.
Godzilla, but
actually gonna be signing off in about 10 minutes.
The second one was awesome. He was like radioactive Godzilla and just walking and just everything around him was melting. It's like, yeah, Ghidorah, goodbye. You're getting fucked up. What?
Just letting you roll. No, you're fine. She has a lot to say about Godzilla. I don't even try to get a word in edgewise.
I grew up on Godzilla.
Yeah, so did I. So, I don't know. I liked King of the Monsters. That was actually my favorite one of the 3 new ones that have come out as well. But Godzilla is definitely intelligent. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Well, that's why I think they all bow.
So I don't think Godzilla would be able to fault Jedi mind tricks, which is the original topic thread. I think he's too smart. He's too strong-minded. I mean, he's the king of the freaking monsters, for God's sakes.
For a reason.
And I think lightsabers wouldn't be able to, like, break through his armor, like his skin either, because, like, look at this, the Zilla beast, which was kind of modeled after the idea of Godzilla, and lightsabers couldn't cut through his skin. So I think Godzilla would be the exact same way. So destroying Godzilla, even in the Star Wars universe, I think would be a challenge. So that's why I mean, like, this would be great.
You need like the Death Star.
Like, even that I don't think would work. I could see Godzilla's blast going back at the Death Star, and like both their blasts like canceling each other out in the middle. And
there you go. Whole different Star Wars movie.
The Scream franchise. I liked the first one and the fourth one. The third one was okay. Wasn't really my favorite movie, and the second one was I wasn't a big fan. I've seen them all in theaters though, so that was kind of cool. But the first one was really good. I love the first Scream, and I really like the fourth one. They did the fourth one really, really well. So, and I know they're making a new one too. And there's a rumor that that Stu from the first movie survived and is going to be in the fifth one. Personally, I don't see how being stabbed that many times, bleeding to death, and then having a TV that's plugged in thrown on your head, you survive from that. But I don't know.
Look at Face Off.
It's movie, and movies are magic. So
look at Face Off.
Yeah, that was done in a lab with scientists and doctors and stuff like that. He had a TV thrown on his head in someone's living room. There's a little bit of a difference there. It's not like I can do plastic surgery and you don't need to go to a surgeon. Come here. Smash! There, it's the same thing. I think that's a little less precise. Oh. The new Mortal Kombat.
I can't wait.
It's on HBO Max. It's coming out too. And when we have HBO Max, so
the 23rd.
We're probably just gonna watch that here in my home theater. But yeah, we're planning on watching it.
We'll definitely be.
I'm not a fan of the old ones.
I am.
I know you. Yes. I know you are. Now they know you are. I don't like the old Mortal Kombat movie or Annihilation.
I don't like how they.
Is that what it is? Mortal Kombat Annihilation? I think so.
Yeah.
And yeah, not a fan.
And I don't like the character, how they did the actors change.
But the reason I don't like the movies is because I was a fan of the games, and
I was a fan of the games too. That's why I was happy they made a movie.
But the movies fell so far off the mark. They tried to do some of the story, for the most part, but they did it so poorly.
I liked it. Johnny Cage.
I'm hoping the new Mortal Kombat movie is better. I honestly am a little undecided after watching the trailer, though, because it looks like it has the potential to be a lot better, but it also has the potential to be very much in the same vein as the first two. So
we're watching it anyway.
I know we're gonna watch it anyway, and I'm gonna be watching it with a critical eye.
Oh no, he's gonna be sitting down now with a notepad.
I'm gonna be notepadding. I don't write any of. I obviously do not write any of this shit down.
I know. But you're always working. I swear to God, your brain doesn't even stop when you sleep.
No, my brain goes when I sleep.
And then he wonders why he can't get a good night's rest.
It's
I'm gonna start drugging you.
I'll have to tell my brain to just stop working when I'm sleeping. Stop it.
Get
No
melatonin.
working.
crush
My
it
brain's not listening to me. I mean, I am who I am.
up.
It's just I mean, that's me.
Well, I'm like that too, but
They did pin down Johnny Cage. I agree with you there, Somber. They got his character 100% right. And some of the others
Yep.
they did okay with, but again, I don't
Sonya
like
Blade.
the presentation of the movie. The CGI in it was horrendous. The music does
Look
not
at the year
does not
it was
stand.
made.
But that's the thing. It doesn't stand up. That's why you shouldn't put pop culture music into movies. Because
No.
10, 20 years from now, when that music isn't enjoyed anymore, you go back to watch those movies. That was my problem with the Scorpion King. The Scorpion King, like it's ancient Egypt, and The Rock is the Scorpion King, and every time he gets into a fight, there's freaking Godsmack jumping out of freaking nowhere and starts jamming on the guitars. And
Well, you're gonna be sucking something because I'm watching Scorpion King 4 a
that's
little while.
great. I'll be cleaning the bedroom in a little while you're watching Scorpion King 4 because I'm not a fan.
It doesn't
Not
have
a
The Rock
fan.
in it.
And know that it doesn't matter. I'm not a fan.
Scorpion King went on to a totally different.
I know. You
Dang.
tried explaining to me the last time you had one of them on, and no, it's still not my thing. I'm not a fan
And
of the
he's
Scorpion
still in-
King.
he's
I'm
still
not
in
even
the
a fan of the
cage, though.
original Mummy. That's the thing. I don't understand. When the Mummy came out, the first Mummy movie,
Yeah, that's why.
it was stupid.
I liked it.
It was dumb.
No, it wasn't. It was cool.
so dumb.
It
It
was
was
cool.
so dumb, and
No,
it was
because-
not what I expected it to be. And I was like, "Wow, this was stupid.
No,
This wasn't The Mummy. It was supposed to be a remake of The Mummy. That's what it was supposed to be. The old horror movie, The Mummy. That's what it was supposed to be a remake of.
I understand that, but
And then, hold on, I hated it, and then it spawned what? 4 freaking sequels and
you have
like
no
4 or
idea.
5 spin-offs? Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Listen, what I liked the best about the Mummy, okay? They went and they took actual lore and put it to the movie and made
I don't
those
care.
quote
When
unquote
you throw Brandon,
booby traps
cool.
and all that
Yep.
other stuff,
Yep.
in together, and you have all this Egyptian history going along with it.
Because
it's interesting.
Brendan Fraser and Billy Zane and The Rock are Egyptian history.
I'm not talking about the actors.
The movie was stupid. The movie was dumb. I don't care how much real history they put into it. The movie was dumb. And then it spawned like 8 or 9 movies after it. Like, what the hell?
Just like the dirigible was kind of far fetched, but still,
They were.
what
not
year was
good.
it made? Come on now.
It doesn't matter. It was not what it was supposed to be. That was back in the era when horror movies and movies that were supposed to be horror movies were just terrible.
That was not.
That was
supposed to be a
back in the
horror
day.
movie.
The Haunting. That movie was terrible.
I like that movie.
That movie was absolutely horrendous. 13 Ghosts.
I like that movie.
I don't care. Lynch me. And I know there's a lot of people here that are going to disagree with me, but I don't care.
I like
13
that movie.
Ghosts was terrible. Was not a good movie.
A Glass House.
Now movies are starting to go back. Horror is starting to go back to the way it used to be, like Laid to Rest with Chrome Skull and Sinister and what's the Babadook.
Yes.
The
Killing
Babadook.
the
I
Lord.
love the Babadook. That's a great movie. took a while, but horror's starting to go back to that darker realm now, which
Green
I
Inferno took it
appreciate.
too far.
Green Inferno was stupid. You want a real freaking cannibal movie that's, again, all that is Cannibal Holocaust light.
Yeah.
Which and
basically.
Cannibal Holocaust is not a horror movie. It's a good movie. It's a thought-provoking movie, which is the only really the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
It was banned for the longest time because
Yeah.
it depicted the murdering of animals, actually, which is why it got banned.
Yep.
They did eat everything that they killed, by the way. I did learn that because the camera crew was actually filmed in the Green Inferno in down by Brazil, South America. So not the most hospitable place. I don't want to give away the plot of Cannibal Holocaust. If you have not seen Cannibal Holocaust, seriously, what are you doing with your life? You need to go watch this movie. The Green Inferno is just Cannibal Holocaust flavored.
It's on Netflix.
It's
right
made
now.
by Eli Roth, and if you notice Eli Roth, every time you see him on screen when he's directing or anything, they're doing a behind the scenes thing when he's talking. Every single time you see him, he's wearing a Cannibal Holocaust t-shirt, and that's because he's a really, really big fan of the movie and the director. The director of that movie, I can't remember his freaking name right now off the top of my head. He's in Hostel 2. He's the guy that's eating the dude's leg while he's still alive. When he knocks on the door and blah blah blah. And yeah, and he's filleting the guy's like meat off of his leg and putting it on the pan, and then he's sitting down and having dinner. That's the dude who made Cannibal Holocaust. Eli Roth is a really, really big fan of it. So Green Inferno is like his ode to Cannibal Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go watch the ode to Cannibal Holocaust. Just go watch Cannibal Holocaust. Don't drink Heineken Light. It's just Heineken flavored. Just drink a freaking Heineken.
Light beer is for pussies. If I can quote Cobra Kai.
Yes, really. I do not like 13 Ghosts, and I knew I was going to get lynched for that. Everybody's like, I like it. No, I didn't. I didn't like it.
I loved it
at all. Sorry. Not a fan of 13 Ghosts.
And every time I can find it, I put it on. He hates it.
Yeah, not a fan.
He runs.
I don't run. I just do other things.
Yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust is a fantastic movie. It's a little long. I think it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. It's very poignant. It's really good. It's really, really good. At the end of the movie, you don't really know who you're rooting for anymore. It's the guy who made it is it's brilliant. It is really, it's an artistic movie. It's brilliant. Green Inferno was me, but I like Eli Roth. Almost everything he's done, I absolutely love. I love the Cabin Fever movies. I love the Hostel movies, even Part 2.
I liked Part 2.
I know all women like Part 2. What girl doesn't like seeing some dude's dick chopped off and fed to a dog? I'm just saying.
Okay, who pokes the bear?
I understand. That's my point. The whole movie,
and I mean, she could have bought her way out.
The whole movie, the first one was based from the victim's perspective, right? The second movie was supposed to be from the killer's perspective, which they could have done from the killer's perspective. Oh, like way better, way more of an interesting movie than what they did.
Well, he was a ass, no nothing.
And Hostel 2 was basically an exercise in feminism. It was a movie about feminism, which is fine. I don't mind it, but I would have rather have focused more on the gritty details of the actual human trafficking of people. The first Hostel movie is actually based off of true stories and true events.
Yes, and nobody now wants to go to that town. Those poor people.
Even Hostel 3, I could have been a lot better, but it didn't have like any side agendas to it, and was a good movie. I liked it. I actually liked it better than Hostel 2. Hostel 2 wasn't bad. Like, I liked it. But the first one's fantastic. The first one is freaking awesome. I love everyone's like, well, it's all sex and drugs and stuff like that. There's nothing to
the 23 minutes and
it's the first half of the movie. It's the first half of the movie.
28
Most of the
seconds.
movie is build up, but that's what I liked about it. You related to these characters. They gave you
Yeah, but
time
look
to
how
get to
much sex
know
was in
these
it.
characters, and I liked it. It was a very good movie. It was done well. I think it's probably Eli Roth's best movie is Hostel, the very first one.
Didn't he get nominated for that?
Cabin in the Woods, I loved it. But again, if you've never seen The Evil Dead, Cabin in the Woods is a spoof of The Evil Dead. So if
Watch The Evil
you
Dead.
watch The Evil Dead, Cabin in the Woods though is great.
And it's
I
on
did
Netflix
really
right
like
now.
that movie. It had a really great concept and kind of
No
incorporated
excuse.
an overarching universe to the horror genre, which I thought was really cool. I liked it. But like it's a spoof of The Evil Dead.
And Evil Dead right now is on Netflix. Sometimes I feel like a TV programmer because I know what's on everything.
TV Guide. Welcome
Yeah.
to Movie Phone.
Yeah,
This is Movie Phone.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of.
Why don't you just
Seinfeld.
tell me the name of the movie you're looking
exactly.
for?
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you are looking for? I will tell you the channel it is on.
I have not, Manny. I have not seen The Warriors Escape from New York. I'll have to check it out. For sure.
I've seen Escape from New York.
But I actually do have to get going. Start getting ready for the day. Probably should get my
Call the parents.
Call my parents back, see what they wanted. Make sure everything's okay on the old home front. Back
just
down
know
by
you're alive.
and should be heading up to Locust Lake here in like a week or two. Let's
Please
see.
pray for good weather.
Yeah, I'm thinking this coming weekend actually. So
yeah, pray for good weather.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, sounds like a plan. So, alrighty, I will catch you on the next one. Yes, I have seen Bones. It's not a bad movie. Not great, not bad, but yeah, I've seen it. I will. If you haven't seen, poor Somber. It's all right, man. We'll get you there. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, and listen to me and my wife babble about everything and nothing at all. And we'll be seeing you around. Happy Sunday to you. Bye-bye, guys.